Hey everybody, welcome back to the midweek catch up here on the fifth floor. I don't know, it's not quite Wednesday.
Not correct. Maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe the cafeteria is on the third floor. Let's go to the third floor.
All right, we're going up to the third floor. We're gonna hang out in the cafeteria. In the cafeteria, you've got Dirk Doctors. You've got a very tired Elizabeth taking on all this new responsibility, just alone in a corner, decompressing, having some lunch.
Yeah,
And that's pretty much all that's going on in the cafeteria. It's late. It's late on the East Coast.
it is late. It
Yeah.
is late on the East Coast.
And we just wanted to come here. We wanted to catch up on the week, on some of the stories, sing some praises of some of the stuff that's happened on GH because we haven't had a chance to talk about it.
Not
So-
a lot.
No, so we wanted, we're not going to be on for an hour and 45 minutes. At least we don't plan to be. But
No.
we're going to talk about the show. We're going to promote the Zoom that's coming this Saturday.
This Saturday.
This
2 o'clock.
Saturday at 2 o'clock Pacific time, so
Pacific
5 o'clock for
Standard
East
Time.
Coast. That's a $5 chip and $5 donation to get the link. And that donation was just to cover expenses for the extremely expensive convention that we just went to. But there's going to be some giveaways. I'm not going to spend any time at all teasing anything that we might be giving away to people who might be coming to this event at all. You're not going to find any teasing here.
No teasing.
You're not going to find us talking or throwing hints about maybe a lunch coffee date that we might have had with one of the directors and a prize that we might have received of a script that is already aired.
Yeah.
None of that's happening here today.
None of that happened.
None of that. None whatsoever. Oh, hey everybody. Natasha's here, Jeannie's here, Janet's here, Kelly's here. Hey Kelly.
Hey, Kelly. It's late for you, Kelly.
It's super late for Kelly, so I appreciate her being
Yeah.
here. Marsh is here, all kinds of different names than normal. Because it's not
Oh, well,
Sunday
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
morning. So
Well, we sure had a
GH,
good time at that convention,
we
didn't we?
did have a good time at the convention, but we really have to focus on not talking about it as much as I want
We
to.
do.
As
We
much
do.
as I
We
want to
do.
spill all of the tea right now.
Yeah. So,
Hey,
and of course,
Chandra.
today got preempted.
So today got preempted and Friday was preempted for the United States, but Canada was able to watch it because I guess the ABC and affiliates in Canada didn't catch up
Yeah.
with American news breaks.
And unfortunately, I
like
think
they
that's
did
going
today.
to happen a lot to us.
It's gonna, so we get prepared because while this Donald Trump indictment thing is going on, it's definitely going to dominate the afternoon news. So,
At least for a few days, maybe.
hey
Goodness.
Susan.
As long as we don't have another O.J. Simpson nonsense. No.
Oh, I did all of that non-teasing for things, all of that stuff that, isn't going to be teasing at all, what might be included on some giveaways here on Saturday. But I also wanted to mention that the $5 buy-in to cover the extreme cost. You can do that on buymeacoffee.com/10th floor. I'm sure Chandra will put a link in there somewhere. Oh, she already did. Look at that. So follow that link. You can find it on the, I don't know, on one of the pages. I don't remember exactly. Oh, extras. It's called extras. So you can do that. Anyway. The week. We had 5 episodes, technically.
Right?
Well, 4 last week and then 1 on Monday, right?
Yeah. 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 I rewatched a Monday a little bit today. Because I've been so dang tired since I got home, actually.
No, I understand that. That thing took a lot out of us. There's a lot of energy spent.
I was rewatching yesterday a little bit again today.
Mhm. Yeah,
But I want to know,
Yeah.
what I thought the most we saw develop this week was, man, I guess this person that Mason works for
Yes.
is supposed to be a scary SOB, isn't he?
Listen, he's so scary, I can't even tell you who his name. I'm just going to allude to how scary he is, okay?
But don't you think that Dr. GH
Dr. Gatlin.
knows who it is already,
Oh,
right?
he 1,000% knows who it is. This is
Yeah,
just...
he's just not sharing that with Ava.
No. This is just teasing the audience for as long as they possibly can. really, there is no logical reason for Austin to keep the identity of these people from Ava other than just stretching it out for the audience to go, who is it? Who is it?
Yeah.
Come on, who is it? And at this point, with all of the hype that's leading up to who this person is, it's somebody.
It better be somebody awfully scary and awfully cool.
It's not Charles Pikeman. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's somebody.
It's somebody.
I don't think that
somebody right underneath their nose.
At this point, I don't think that it's Olivia Jerome.
I do not think so either.
I think that the interactions with Ava would be different.
I think so too. Yeah. I think they would be wanting to use her in some other capacity.
In some other way other than spying on Sunny. Yeah.
Because that's her sister. They could be using her in some other capacity.
So, I mean, really what it comes down to right now, what it comes down to, with just the evidence at hand, the only other player on the field that's doing similar tactics is Ms. Wu. Because she's got Gladys trying to spy on Sunny as well, saying, hey, pay off your debt with some information. So maybe this is a Wu chapter and she's really heating up.
Maybe.
David in the chat confirms that we need to remember that, yes, it is a woman. They have said she before.
They have said that before. Oh, yeah, they have.
It's Erica Kane. Dixie Cooney.
Well, I tell you what, probably not those folks.
Alex Devane. Or Alex
Merrick. We do have a general, but we do have an All My Children person coming on.
We do have a whole, so we have an All My Children person.
It's like totally far-fetched.
And there was a little conversation. Claudia Zacchara, a surviving Claudia Zacchara.
That would be off of the chain. Awesome. Oh my gosh. To have the Zacchara.
Thank you, Natasha.
I loved Claudia Zacchara. I thought she was so good. Oh, I really like this.
I would love to have Sarah Joy Brown back on the cast.
Yeah, I really love the Zaccharas on there. I thought Anthony was funny and just crazy, and Johnny was just such a bad boy. Oh my God.
Chandra suggests Dorian Lord. I think if we were to have a scene with Diane Miller and Dorian Lord together, the universe would just like implode in on itself or something, because just aesthetically.
I don't know, you guys. Does forgot what's her name? Strausser, right? Her last name's Strausser. I don't remember.
Oh, I don't know her first name.
Robin Strausser.
Oh, there you go. She was pretty.
Yeah, she played Dorian Lord.
Yeah. I
don't know if she acts anymore.
I don't know. I know that recently she was pretty vocal on Twitter, just like telling the truth about some things that happened during her career, so I don't know.
Oh, no,
I don't know. Kelly agrees, though, that Sarah Joy back as Claudia would be amazing.
It would be amazing, wouldn't it? I loved her on there.
David continues to suggest Tracy Selena or Faith Roscoe. I don't know about Tracy. I don't know who Faith Roscoe is, so.
Well, Faith Roscoe, she was, I don't remember her that well. She kidnapped the kids, and Jason killed her, I believe.
Okay. Chandra reminds us that Dorian, the actress, Robin Strausser, is retired and living in Ohio. So
yeah, I thought she was retired. I thought she was.
She not. It just didn't come back. But no, okay.
I saw her on a podcast. I didn't see her. I heard her on a podcast. Oh, quite a while ago now, because I was still commuting at the time, and she didn't seem like she'd be acting anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So all of this tangent about Robin Strausser was started because we were talking about Jackson. Jackson Montgomery. He's coming to All My Children, or coming to General Hospital from All My Children. Now, at first we were thinking SEC. We got this SEC thing coming up in junk. But on the other side of things, we've got also like Sonny's, like the feds coming after Sonny to a degree. Somebody's gonna have to represent that in some way. It's not just the SEC that needs a lawyer. So I don't know, Jackson Montgomery on the side of the government.
He's going to be in some kind of highfalutin position.
Super lawyer position.
Super lawyer kind of thing. Yes.
ADA of all of New York, or either DA of all of New York.
The government, some kind of agent from the government, or a lawyer.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I hope he has a scene with Michael Knight because that would be delicious.
And that would be super amazing. And of course they're going to do that. He's representing Nina. Jackson will be representing the state, I'm going to imagine. And then also, brilliantly, what a way to fold Zeke into the stories.
Yeah.
To have him come in and represent Drew as his lawyer. Because that immediately puts him centerfold in that story.
Yes.
He gets to play with those players. And then on top of that, he immediately sleeps with Jordan, which immediately activates everything that's going on with the Ashford Robinson side of things. So Zeke is going to be a big character, I think, moving forward. People already love him.
So too. Now, I saw a little something on Twitter where Portia realizes that Jordan and Zeke have been together and it's in the hospital. But we didn't see that yet.
No, I think so. So there's been some funky airing of stuff. So I think so Canada got Friday while we were preempted. I think that they got Monday what their Monday was supposed to be while we got Friday. And then today nobody got anything.
Nobody got anything.
So I believe, now I could be wrong. Kelly can let us know because she's our Canadian correspondent.
Yes, she is.
She can let us know. I don't know. What was the last thing you saw? Spoil us, Kelly. No, she actually said she hasn't watched this week yet. So I don't know where Canada's at. So Kelly says, though, Jordan was floored when she overheard Portia was Zeke's sister. So that's actually the moment that I want to talk about. You know, we could be funny. I was funny on Twitter earlier when I said it must have been really interesting for them to be like, hey, hi, Gavin, this is Tanisha. In about 10 minutes, we need you to get naked. We'll see you in wardrobe in 5. Have a great shoot. You know? But past that, the moment that really made me very interested in what was coming next was Jordan getting on the elevator while Portia sees Zeke, runs over, Elizabeth, this is my brother. And I got to tell you, Tanisha Harper killed that look.
I didn't get to see it yet.
Okay, if you look on the GH Gifts Twitter page, I guess you can't. Oh, no, we fixed your Twitter. GH Gifts Twitter, they have it on there. I also retweeted it, but it's definitely buried in convention photos. So if you didn't follow us on Twitter for the convention photos, do that.
Yeah.
You know, 10th Floor GH, 10th Floor GH on Twitter. Follow us there.
There's a bunch of them on there.
A mess ton on there, and that wasn't even, you know, we didn't really, I didn't share any of the set photos. That I'm saving for Zoom.
Yep.
So.
It's gonna be cool, y'all.
Yeah. But yeah, Kelly, yes, absolutely. Her chin hit the floor. Okay, so her chin hit the floor, and then she did like this. I'm gonna swear, so if you don't want to hear it, turn down your speakers for a moment. But it's like her mouth open, and you could hear her thoughts going, "Oh shit," before those doors closed.
Funny.
It's just Mama's asthma. Don't worry about her. She's okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
But yeah, man, just that, oh shit. So good. So good. And that's a moment that I really wanted to see out of Tanisha Harper too. Because I don't think that since she's taken over the character of Jordan, I don't think that they've really given her enough to really do.
No, she stands around looking important as the police chief more than anything.
Yeah, I mean, there hasn't been many layers to what Jordan has been doing recently. So... You know, I mean, other than, you know, like pulling the alarm on the elevator to give Portia time to wake up that dude. You know, that might be like the thing.
But Tanisha hasn't had a love interest as Jordan. She's just pined after Curtis.
Yeah, pretty much.
Longed for Curtis. Wished it were different. For Curtis is what she's been doing pretty much.
The messiest part of all of this isn't just, oh, I slept with your brother. Jordan let Zeke know a very key piece of information before they slept with each other. Not knowing who she was, just saying a random thing about what happened in her life.
Yes, she did.
I kissed my ex, and then he went back to his wife.
Yes.
When Zeke realizes who Jordan is.
Yep. I think he's going to tell his sister.
Immediately, they clearly have a very close relationship.
Yeah,
I think he's going to be no hesitation there.
I think he will make a beeline to his sister and tell her.
Yes. 100,000,000,000%.
It's gonna get messy.
Also, on the topic of Zeke, I like the characterization that they're giving him so far. He has shown already that he's willing to do things that Drew isn't in order to get him out of this thing.
Uh-huh.
I think on his first appearance at the wedding, there was some talk about some unscruples, some sort of lifestyle, something about Zeke that didn't give me the sense of this is the most honest man in the world. So I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited for the new character. I think they introduced him very well.
I think so too. Heck of a lot better than parachuting into the Metrocourt pool.
I think they might have been trying to go for some sort of replayable moment for the Cody and gosh, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
She's
right.
dead now, Britt. For the Cody and Britt romance montage that they were, intending to have in a year and a half, 2 years from now. But Britt's not on the show anymore.
So did you watch all of last week, Matt?
I did watch all of last week.
Okay, so you saw that, did you see the montage of Jocelyn and Dex?
Yes, they got a little Taj, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. They did. I don't know that the audience, I could have had the montage be half as long because and we clearly know that Dex and Josh are getting some.
Yes.
We clearly know it already.
Yes.
And we're not it's not like, oh, look at this, the romance that we finally got to see. That's not the kind of relationship that's been depicted between the two of them. We haven't longly waited for them to finally get to be together. No. It's not been like that.
No. We got the montage simply because of the conversation that they had. It was the first time, the declaration of the L word, the first time they said it to each other. And from Jocelyn's perspective, as they showed us on the show, agree with it or don't. If you like Jocelyn, awesome. If you can't stand her, okay. But be nice about it. They gave us a lot of her perspective on what it's like to say I love you one more time to a brand new man. It hasn't worked out for me before. Oscar died. It fizzled out with Cameron. And as Jocelyn explained on the Zoom, which has led to some of these decisions that she's done, Yeah. So,
So yeah, there was lots of Joss and Dex this week, and boy, Carly sure she was really trying to let them kids know, both of them in the kitchen, you're gonna get people killed.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so so that scene with Carly and Jocelyn and Carly and Michael, top tier. Oh my goodness. That was some great stuff. I finished off, I think it was Monday, was the scene between Carly and Michael. Where she's like, people are gonna die. And then, of course, Laura Wright at the convention said about why that scene played out the way that it did.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, I'm a silly man, Mama.
You're a silly dude.
So amazing. And then to follow in the next day with Jocelyn and, the people that had caught in the crossfire, Michael and Willow and me and Morgan.
Yeah. I mean, Jocelyn just went there with her mama, didn't she? She did.
She did. Absolutely did. And then I also like... there was something too about what I liked how Carly ended that too, saying we need to stop. Like there was no like this continued, like the bell has rung. Let's get back into our corners. We cannot continue this conversation as it is right now. There's nothing that I want to say to you right now that's going to be conductive.
Right.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Now I went on Twitter too, Mama. I went on Twitter earlier and I asked the question about Anna Devane.
Yeah. About the WSB and all that, right? Did I say it right that time?
Yeah. You, it's okay, DBX good. That you keep on getting wrong. Kelly, tell us what you're trying to say, please. I'll tell you on Saturday at 2 p.m. on the Zoom.
We're going to tell you lots of stuff on 2 p.m. on Saturday.
Don't worry. What tea does David want us to spill? I'm going to scroll up and find it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, we were talking about Anna.
We were talking about Carly telling them kids.
Yeah.
And it's interesting too that it's interesting with all the things that have happened in the past that they need to be told
that. It's like they got caught up. It's like they got caught up in this revenge plot, and they really weren't thinking anything past Sonny needs to go to jail. They weren't thinking about ramifications. They were only looking at the rosy side of things, getting back at him, which here's what I'm really finding interesting, Ma, and I'm going to get all nerdy and deep about Carly.
Okay.
So you know how they made such a big deal about the Jacksonville trip and about how that changed her.
Yeah, she came back Carly Spencer. Yeah.
She came back Carly Spencer, and she was going to be different. She was going to try to be nicer, to just make it very quick,
Yes.
And at first we're like, we don't really see it. But now I'm looking at this stuff and I'm thinking, Carly 10 years ago would have completely eviscerated Nina's life, her relationships, her prospects for her future, her career. She would have dug up Madeline and like stuck her in the den to like.
She would have.
Carly would have gone to extreme lengths against Nina by now that she has not done at all. The only thing that Carly has done to Nina is talk to her mean.
Yes.
She isn't meddling in that relationship with Willow.
Yeah, well, pretty much everybody is saying to Nina the same exact thing. We're going to support Willow no matter what she decides to do when it comes to a relationship with you. Sonny has said it as well.
Yeah.
And she'd mad as hell at Carly for not trying to manipulate Willow in her favor.
Yeah.
She's just been saying, well, whatever Willow wants, I will support that. If she wants a relationship with you, I will support that. Yeah. Sonny said the same thing to her.
Right. And so, I don't know, it just got me thinking that maybe there has been a little more growth in Carly that maybe I haven't given her enough credit for since the whole Jacksonville thing.
Well, I think so, maybe, especially Carly of old.
Oh, yes.
Especially Carly of old. Yeah.
So, I don't know, just musings, just nerdy thoughts that I'm having about characterization and character arts and choices that are being made. When she stepped on that flash drive, I wish that they could have picked other, like, a more variety of words other than footage for the video, the recording, the evidence that was on that flash drive. I came up with 3 other things they could have said other than footage. And my problem with it isn't because it's a word that exists or how often it was used. It's because of how old-timey of a word it is nowadays.
It is.
Footage is reels. It's film strips. It's, get that footage of this edited news reel to the theater stat.
It's true. But you have to consider this to a certain degree. This is what I think. Their target audience still says I videotaped GH today.
Yeah. It's true. But still, but however, that can't be their only target audience with the.
No, of course not.
But
I'm just saying that it's a word that would resonate with a lot of their.
Yeah. But I'm also just a fan of variety. You're reusing the same word over and over and over again. It just gets tiresome. I try to do that in my life too.
You found it irritating.
It's just bothersome. It's just footage. I don't know, whatever. Little pet peeves, right? Kelly said, I knew the flash drive was going to get destroyed. But you know what? Maybe it still exists on the cloud. Maybe Spinelli has it because he's able to hack into the world.
Yeah, boy, they dropped the Spinelli storyline like nothing, huh?
I saw that he's coming back in the next few weeks or so.
Yeah.
I think there was a Soap Opera Digest or something that released a picture.
Okay.
So I don't know what he's going to get involved in, but Maxie's buying a house. So maybe he'll get involved in that in some way. Hey, Jacarius.
That would be great. Hey, Jacarius.
Past that, he still has he's got the dirt on Austin, so he knows who Austin's boss is, because he ran his thing on Austin, didn't he? For Maxie.
Oh.
Which is why they split up.
Does he know who Austin's boss is?
I don't know if he knows, but I think he ran it on Cody, and I think he ran it on Austin, so he knows what both of their big Secrets of the Past is. So maybe he'll come in and say, Dante, you killed a man in 1992. I can't believe it.
Wouldn't that be something? Well, I would love to see Spinelli get some storyline. I would like to see he and Maxie back together. I always enjoyed them.
Yeah.
I don't want to see a smart ass little preteen daughter. That's hilarious.
Well, now she doesn't have to get all worried about Austin anymore, does she? The last thing that I wanted to talk about was Anna and this whole DVX WSB double agent thing, because I was confused, and I still kind of am, as to what exactly is going on. But
I'm a little confused too, actually.
I went to Twitter and I asked for clarification. And after I ignored all of the people that were like, I can't believe you don't know anything, you stupid part. Okay, nobody said that. I'm lying. But for the most part, people were helpful. So this is tied to Anna's debut. When she was first brought into the show, she was a villainess, I guess. Somebody who was working for the DVX, but also the WSB. Sean Donnelly found out about it and told Robert just after they got married. There was some sort of explosion. She was supposedly dead. She came back to life. And when she came back onto the show, it was, from my understanding, a solid march forward of being on the side of truth, justice, and the Allies' way, you know?
Yes.
But in the beginning, she was this double agent thing. And I guess Victor let that loose. That there was a time that Hannah Devane years ago, 40 years by now, was working on both sides. However, Twitter has also let me know, and you guys let me know in chat as well, if this is correct. They're doing a little bit of a revisionist history with it, though.
A little bit.
Because Faison wasn't really involved in it at all in the original time the story was being told. It was something that Anna did of her own volition. She was just kind of a shady person. She was trying to maximize her power, her profit, whatever it might be. But now, she was hoodwinked into it by Cesar Faison. How dare he take advantage of my young, altruistic mind and manipulate it in such a way for me to play both sides.
She handled that dude, though. She played him right back. She's like, oh, you think you got some secrets? What makes you think I don't have any? Shut him down, huh?
Absolutely. But she's feeling bad about herself, though.
Yeah, she
assumed that Sonny was coming over to be all like, oh, so you hypocrite, blah, blah, blah. But another thing, and I'll read Chandra's contribution.
She's so worried that her babies aren't gonna respect her anymore.
She doesn't look at me with the same respect as she used to. Now, Twitter also said that this news and information has already come out about Anna before, and there's already been a storyline about people finding out and reacting about her double agent ways.
There was.
It sounds like a 90s storyline. I don't know exactly what it is. But Chandra says, Anna danced on both sides. The audience knew, as well as Robert, Sean, Frisco, and Felicia's circle, but I don't think all the Port Charles knew. So maybe that's the difference. It's only that circle knew, and that was the drama, was them finding this out. And now it is everybody.
Now everybody knows.
Yeah.
Everybody
And it was very shady. Kelly says the 80s storylines are being retold. I wish they would do the Asian quarter soon. Well, there you go.
Well, they might.
And then on that same note, Kelly, Tabiana Ali was at the GH convention, and she talked about being on Greenland, and she mentioned that she had a conversation with Jeannie Francis, who said, so that was awesome to learn. So.
It was.
Excuse me. All right. Looks like Chandra did it for us, Jakari. So you can find that link right there in the chat right now. And you'll find out what all of these censored quotes I was doing are ultimately going to be. Along with... giveaways.
You didn't put any of your new autographs up yet, did you?
Not yet. I'm waiting for Zoom. The big reveal.
Yeah.
And then I was also thinking on Sunday, I'm just going to cover them all with a giant Taj.
That'd be fun.
So,
That'd be fun.
I got to figure out how to secure that on the wall. So. So then you'll never know what you're going to get on the 10th floor. Are you going to get a collage of autographs, or are you going to get a gigantic Taj Bello?
Yep, the gigantic Taj Bello did make it to Southern California.
Oh, so in conclusion, folks, it's been 32 minutes. So we just wanted to pop in and just talk GH, talk shop, hang out with you guys for just a few minutes and talk about some of the things that were on our mind. Coming up this Saturday at 2 o'clock Pacific time is the Zoom that I've been teasing. You go to buymeacoffee.com/10th floor to get your $5. It's just a $5 little $5 buy-in. It's nothing. And again, that was just to cover the expense of going to the convention to bring all of this to you guys. You know, last year we went to the convention for us. You know, we're like, we're gonna do this. It's gonna be super fun. I feel as though this time, at least on my half, I went to go hang out with my mom.
Yep.
And go to the convention for people who can't come. So
it was a great time.
It really was. So I'm really looking forward to to talking about it. We're going to show pictures, set tour pictures. We're going to show some videos that we took of Evan Hoffer singing karaoke with my mama.
Yep.
There was a fun video that we took on the set itself. A couple of fun videos actually we took on the set. We'll show you at least one of them. There's also oh goodness. I mean, we'll talk about our coffee date with Director Fido Xavier.
Yes.
And we're going to also have some fantastic giveaways in which I'm really not going to at all tease in any way, shape, or form what might be available for us to send to you guys as, swag from our experience. And I thank you as well for being a part of the community, being a part of the channel, chipping in that $5, that this was.
But let me show you guys the shirt, one of the shirts I got. I have it on right now. I have a different shirt on Saturday, but look.
Save the Drama GH t-shirt.
Yep.
And I've got
the Savoy.
I had a Savoy shirt on the whole time, you guys. I got to figure out how to back out of this thing, but also keep. Now that I have this arm, I'm brilliant. Now that I have this arm, I can affix it to the other side of this table. I can sit further back, blow up the chat so I can read it better, and I'm not going to be living in the camera anymore.
Well, isn't that great?
I'm excited for that. Oh, hey, Jeremiah. Devlin using her husband's phone. Devlin and Jeremiah. Sounds fun. Well, Devlin, you came on just as we were saying goodbye, but that's all right. This entire thing has been recorded, and you're going to be able to go right back to the beginning and catch it all. But I think I teased everything that I wanted to. Follow us on Twitter at 10th Floor GH for all kinds of pictures of the panels and some of what the actors said about their time on General Hospital.
And we're going to be telling you more stuff on Saturday.
Saturday we'll tell you more stuff. And we are going to do our regular podcast as well for free. Everybody can join right here on this YouTube channel Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Pacific time, our normal slot. And we will talk about whatever airs between now and then.
Yeah, whatever.
Depending on the news cycle here in the United States.
But hopefully something airs. Holy smokes.
But we'll have plenty to talk about. We always do. You know what it is. And because of your contributions, we don't have to concentrate so hard about what we want to talk about because you can just remind us. All right, folks, that's it. Oh, you know what else I want to talk about on Sunday morning at 11 a.m. on the regular podcast? I want to talk about that weird sort of surreal scene that Willow had with the nurse.
I rewatched that. It was weird. It was lengthy too, huh?
It was lengthy. Honestly, for me, don't jump down my throat. Don't use this as an opportunity to tell me about what you think, especially if it's hateful, which is very common. I thought it was beautiful. Honestly, I thought it was really well done. I thought the conversation had such great content. I thought that the acting really brought it. I loved the artistry of the fact that we never saw this nurse's face. We only saw her eyes. We only saw her emotion that she can give through that. Also, on top of that, too, it was so... I'm just going to talk about it now. Screw it. It was also so surreal because I had no idea if this was reality, a conversation that Willow was having with a nurse that she's gotten to know over the time that she's had in the hospital, or if this was some sort of dream, some sort of pain medication fever dream that she was having, her thoughts manifesting into a nurse that she's talking to.
And they never really said for sure who she's referring to as the blonde that's always waiting.
Right.
Not really.
No, it could have been Carly, and so all of these things lead me. Was this some sort of dream? Is this person not real? And then also on top of that, what gave me little goosebumps on my arm is because I really want this to be reinstated in ABC soaps. Is I want some sort of angel of the Lord coming down, giving people advice when they need it.
I like it.
I just, something like that. And now, of course, and then people will go on Twitter saying, I can't believe God's trying to help Nina. But,
Well, it's just throw back all my children, you guys.
Yeah.
It's Father Clarence.
Anyway, hit the like, hit the subscribe, all that kind of stuff. If it's your first time joining us, we might have just a slew of new people who've never seen before because because convention's good for us on Twitter. So if it's your first time, hi, thanks for joining us. Hopefully you can join us on Saturday at the Zoom, and if not, Sunday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. That's it. Goodbye. That's the actress was the same lady who subbed for Nancy Lee Grahn. Is that true?
Oh, wow.
I'm going to have to look that up and see if that's the truth. I'm going to trust you right now, David, because if that's the fact, I am blown away because in my opinion, she didn't bring Alexis the way that Alexis needed to be brought. So
yeah.
Anyway, that's it. We're going. We're leaving. We're going to let you guys go to bed.
Yeah.
So get on that elevator. Okay, get out of this cafeteria. Your shift is over. Go on home. And you know what I'm going to say next. Spend some time with your families. I've been Matt.
I've been Kat.
We'll catch you next time right here on the 10th floor. Bye.
Bye.